Hi, and welcome to your next phrasal verb lesson. Go through. Go through. Past tense, went. Went through. What is something you went through? And what does go through mean in English? Well, go through means to look through many things or to find something. You're looking through something to find another thing. I would go through my backpack to find my phone charger. I would go through my backpack to find my pen so I can write something. Or I would go through my documents to find the right paperwork that I need. Or I would go through my toys, or I would go through my kids' toys to find the right one for them to play with. Or I would go through the Legos to find the right piece to build the project. This is, if you're building Legos or you have kids, you go through a lot of things, but you go through. That's your first definition, to look through something to find something else. There's actually two more definitions of go through. And so the other one is to review or look at something. So again, kind of like go over, go through would be like to review your resume. So you need to go through the assignment. The company will go through your resume to see if you are the correct fit for the job. Or you might go through the different lines. If you're a programmer, if you're a computer programmer, you might go through different lines of code to look for the mistake, or you need to fix something. So go through. That's to review or look at something. The other one is, the third definition of go through is to pass or go through something. So I would go through the mountains, or I might go through a tunnel, or I might go through a door. And so that's just like physically going through a gap or a space. You would go through that, right? Or you might describe, if you're in engineering, like a civil engineer, you might say, oh, the water goes through the pipe at this velocity or at this rate, right? So you would say that kind of term, go through. Fourth definition of go through, by the way, a fourth one for go through is to endure or persevere in a difficult situation. So maybe you lost a friend or a loved one, and you'd say, oh, you must be going through a hard time. You must miss them. Yes, I'm going through a difficult time, right? So you might say that. Or you might say, oh, I'm going through a hard time. Maybe someone lost a job and they're looking for a new job. They are going through a hard time, maybe finding another job. But that would be where you would say they go through an experience. And it'd say, well, if we never went through that before, if we hadn't have gone through, or that would be the past participle, haven't gone through, go, went, gone. If we didn't or hadn't gone through that difficult time, we wouldn't be as strong as we are now. You might hear someone say something like that. So 4 definitions for go through in English. Let's review. First one is to look or find something. You're looking through many things to find another thing. That's your first definition. Second definition of go through is to review or look over something, similar to go over or look over, go through. You go through stuff. Number 3 would be to enter or pass through a physical space, go through a door, right? Go through a tunnel. The fourth definition is to endure something or experience something. So that is your phrasal verb for go through. Hope this lesson was helpful for you. Subscribe and follow. If you like these lessons and you want to practice these phrasal verbs, you can go to Amazon.com and type in Phrase It card game, and you can actually get the Phrase It cards, which comes with 70 of my first phrasal verbs that I have in this card deck, 70 frequently used phrasal verbs that we use. So head over to Amazon.com, or if you're watching this, you can click the link in my bio, and I have a link directly there so you can get the Phrase It cards. Again, thanks for subscribing. Follow me, and I'll see you in a future lesson.